The year is 2001. The world was a very different place. A black hedgehog was plummeting headfirst back into the stratosphere. Somewhere far, far away, an ogre was busy trying to get a bunch of mystical creatures out of his swamp. And people everywhere were enjoying their day-to-day lives. However, 2001, it wasn't your run-of-the-mill year where the Earth spins around a bit for 365 odd days. No, 2001, it was the year that I was born. Now, considering that I was born in 2001, this makes me a part of something known as Gen Z. And much like every single other one of those stupid, dumb, pushes up glasses, actually, I was born in this year, age, demographic, category things. All of us Gen Z people, we all have a bunch of different words and phrases that we use to describe things and make fun of people on the internet with. Some of these words we've created out of thin air, some of them we've changed the meaning of over time. Depending on who you ask though, all of these words we've created and changed the meaning of. Some people say that we've improved them and created something really bloody funny, but other people will say that we've absolutely ruined them. Here's some of those words. Also, while you're here, subscribe to the big YouTube channel and join my Discord server. The link's in the description and pinned comment. Many years ago, when anybody on this planet we call home merely uttered the word ratio, everybody everywhere would be filled with panic and their pants would be shitted. Because the word ratio, it used to be attributed to shit like this, maths. However, to say that the word ratio has been corrupted by Gen Z, I think that's one of the biggest understatements ever uttered in human history. Instead of the word ratio being used in maths questions, nowadays it's used to shit posts on the internet. Plain and simple, if my tweet gets more likes than yours, if I ratio you on the internet, I really hate to break it to you, mate, I'm just better than you. Genuinely, trust me, bro, you could get into an argument with somebody online, and this bloke that you're arguing with, he could create one of the soundest, most brilliant arguments ever made. This argument could single-handedly change the way we, as Homo sapiens, carry out debates. But if you respond with ratio, and you get more likes in your tweet or in your post, you've just won. Like, it's just that simple. The thing is though, yeah, what's really weird is that the word ratio still kinda incorporates maths now, doesn't it? But now, instead of being a word used to make students all around the world quake with fear, nowadays it's just about how many more likes I can get compared to somebody else on the internet. And while we're talking about the word ratio, you know how when you hear certain phrases or words like sleeper agent, activation code, your mind, it digs things out from its archives that correlate the best? When I think of successful ratios that I've seen in the past, there's one very specific person that comes to mind. One YouTuber with a certain word in his name that, thanks to Gen Z, has completely lost all of its original meaning. That word being... Throughout the years, YouTubers and YouTube enjoyers alike have oftentimes referred to the overall hierarchy of YouTubers. Now sure, this hierarchy has changed at some point. Like at one point, David Dobrik was high up there with the upper echelon of YouTubers, but now all he does is post a picture of his food on Snapchat, gets paid 10 million Robux a year. And okay, cool, some YouTubers have stood the test of time. You know, your KSI, your Markipliers, your MatPat Game Theory. But within this hierarchy of YouTubers, there is one YouTuber that is in his own weight class entirely, his own dedicated division. And all you have to do to find him, such a beast on YouTube.
I just bought this train and it is currently barreling full speed towards that giant pit over there.
Mr. Breast, no joke, he's probably the most popular YouTuber of all time. Genuinely, Jimmy Breast's popularity, it's single-handedly given birth to an entire subsection of soy jacking. Oh my god, guys, I'm in the circle for the longest. I win the Mr. Breast dollar Lamborghini YouTubers on this website. Back on track though, Mr. Beast's popularity, it's completely changed the way all of us Gen Z people react when we hear the word beast. In its original meaning, the word beast, it refers to things that look like this, you know, spooky, scary creatures, monsters, creepypasta animals, that type of stuff. But now, when you say the word beast online, somebody will screenshot the word beast in your tweet and respond to you with the words Mr. Beast in capital letters. The word beast, it's morphed from a word used to describe scary animals into an ironic shitpost on the internet. However, remember how a few seconds ago I said that when I think of the word ratio, I think of Mr. Beast? The reason why I think this is actually kinda strange. Now, a few months ago, Australia's most popular YouTuber SunnyV2 made this very controversial video. And in this video, SunnyV2 highlights this.
In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. Mr. Beast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio.
This is hands down the most insane ratio I think I've ever seen in my 21 years of being on this earth. Mr. Beast, I mean, he absolutely bodied this guy. Like he won. And this leads us quite nicely into another word that's been ruined by Gen Z. Or should I say another letter that's been ruined by Gen Z. Oftentimes found in the same conversation as the word ratio. That letter being W, the 23rd letter of the alphabet. A letter used at the start of many different words. You know, words like that. Words, what, were, wendigo, and of course the word win. Now, I really don't think I have to sit here and explain to you in detail what the word win means. According to my YouTube analytics, the majority of my audience is older than like 9 nanoseconds, so trust me, I think you're gonna be fine here. But the word win, it's one of the main words that's been affected by all of us Gen Z people. You see, we as humans, we like to see other people succeed in things and achieve their goals. And the same is true in the online environment. With the rise of the internet, live streaming has become absolutely huge. And one of the core ingredients of live streaming and content creation as a whole is engagement. More comments and activity on my video, it's better from a video. But here's the thing. Say you're watching your favorite Twitch streamer doing a no-hit run in, I don't know, the funny Italian pizza man game. If he succeeds in what he's doing and you want to spam his chat to congratulate him, typing the word win over and over and over and over and over again, that's a one-way ticket to carpool tunnel. But spamming the letter W, that's a hell of a lot easier now, isn't it? And it's from this that the letter W has taken the entire internet by storm. Saying W and typing W is just a hell of a lot easier than typing out win all the time. And I guarantee you, there's not a single place on the internet where the letter W isn't used. YouTube comments, social media, video game global chat, shit posts. When something at all good happens anywhere on the internet, somebody will type out the letter W. But what happens when the opposite is true? What happens when you don't win? Well, you get... Much like the letter W, the letter L is also used in a lot of different words and it's also in the alphabet. But unlike the letter W, when somebody types out the letter L online, it's not being used to celebrate something. Nah, God no. Someone just lost. And it's as simple as that. Take everything I just said about the letter W and completely flip it on its head. You just died in a game and lost all your loot? L. You tried to hide from the ghosts of the kids that you murdered? L. You tried to defund the CIA in the 1960s? L. And hey, if you really want to make somebody's loss sting, all you have to do is get an image or a GIF like this, go to the top of your chosen image, type out L+, and then whatever you want. Thing is though, Gen Z's assault on letters, it didn't end with the letters W and L. Sure, these words convey themes and ideas surrounding winning and losing, but what happens when somebody gets game ended? What happens when something tragic happens? Like every single other year, in 2014, Activision released a brand new and never seen before Call of Duty into the world. This Call of Duty being Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, a Call of Duty game that I can confirm does indeed exist. Now, back in the day, I played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on my Xbox 360 on the day that it came out. Like, look, I got it from my shelf. It's my original copy of this game. You see, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Day 0 edition. But Advanced Warfare, it was, you know, I didn't really like it and I didn't think it was that good. That may be a nuclear take, but, well, I don't really care. However, while 99% of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's campaign has been lost to time, like come on, bro, if you played Advanced Warfare, you don't remember who this is. There's one part of this game that's transcended time itself. 1% that people actually remember. That 1% being the letter F. Following the death of your friend and brother-in-arms in the mission, this one, you, Sergeant Corporal Major General, this guy, you attend the funeral of your fallen brother. And what follows next is hands down the most emotional segment in any video game ever made. The letter F, it instantly became a meme all over the internet. But unlike 90% of other memes that are really funny for a little bit, but then somebody makes a song about them, the letter F, it's still around to this day, and is used almost every single day. The letter F, it isn't just the 6th letter of the alphabet anymore. Now, God no. It's a letter that represents loss, sadness, failure. And you want to know what else used to be a sign of death and loss, but has now lost its entire meaning thanks to Gen Z? The Egyptians had their hieroglyphics, the Nords had their ruins, and we, Gen Z, we have stuff like this. Emojis. Yeah, if you have any device that can connect to the internet, you're like one of these things, you know what an emoji is. For God's sake, our capitalist overlords in Hollywood even made a movie about emojis a few years ago. The world still hasn't recovered from this shit show. However, when I think of emojis frequently used by me and other Gen Z people, I don't think of emojis like a smiley face or and dog. No. I think of this, the skull face emoji. Now, the skull face emoji is exactly that, you know, like it's a skull face. Now, come on, bro, use your eyes. And I'm pretty damn sure that back in the day, the fat cats at Apple who designed this emoji designed it to represent death and all of that type of stuff. Throughout history, this is what skull face symbols have been used for, after all. If you see a skull face on a sign or on a flag, it's usually a warning to not approach it, not go to it. The thing is, though, in the year of our Lord 2023, the skull face, it just isn't used for that anymore. Nah, God no, it's used to shitpost and take the piss on the internet. And it's not even just skull faces that are used to shitpost anymore. Nah, it's entire skeletons. But the skull face emoji, it isn't the only emoji that's been quote-unquote ruined by Gen Z. Nah, there's another emoji that's equally as ruined, but equally as funny. Within movies, books, TV shows, comics, nerds have often been portrayed as looking like this. People who wear stupidly thick glasses and weird clothes like bow ties and suspenders, all of that type of stuff. This whole "this is what nerds wear, look at him, he is a fucking nerd" clothing idea, it's been reflected in the nerd emoji. As you can see, this guy, well, yeah, he looks like a nerd now, doesn't he? You know, he's got the thick glasses on and the teeth sticking out of his mouth. He probably plays Genshin Impact. But much like the skull emoji, the nerd emoji, it's had its original meaning completely changed. Instead of being used as a literal picture of a nerd, in 2023, the nerd emoji is used as an ironic way to make fun of people on the internet when they say stupid and like dumb and overly serious shit. Oh, and by the way, yeah, the nerd emoji, just like the word ratio, it's a surefire done and done way to win an argument on the internet. Once again, you could be arguing about physics against some Harvard-level master's degree holding astrophysicist. But if he says something serious like, "Oh no, it's not good to stick your hand in the Hadron Collider," and you reply with 3 nerd emojis, you've just won. You've won. It's simple as that. But if you want to know the best place to disprove somebody's argument against you by using a nerd emoji that I've seen, though, all you have to do is look no further than a certain spaceman video game that took the world by storm in 2018. A video game that has, no joke, changed the way me and millions of other Gen Z people look at and interpret 2 very specific words. Those words being... Emojis is hands down one of the most popular video games ever released in all of human existence. It's one of those phenomenon lightning in a bottle games. It's in the same category as games like Fortnite, Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft, Roblox, GTA 5. Games that come out and completely rock the foundations of the gaming world to its core. Back in 2018, you couldn't escape Among Us. Everybody was running around as a small little colourful spaceman committing heinous crimes on one another. For God's sake, there's a reason why people don't really talk about Fall Guys that much anymore. Sure, that game was popular in 2018 too, and was set to be the next big, massive video game. But then Among Us came out and straight up murdered Fall Guys' popularity. However, as we all know, with positives come negatives. And there's one absolutely fucking gigantic negative that came with Among Us's mental popularity. Sure, being a sloth, Among Us's developer, who also made the Henry Stickmin games, by the way, they had just released an immensely popular video game. Congratulations, you've won at video game development. But Among Us's mental popularity, fundamentally, it changed the way millions of gamers all around the world react when they hear the words Among Us. Back in the day, the words Among Us used to mean that there were people around us Us, and this idea is reflected in Among Us as a video game. But now, when somebody says the words Among Us in any context whatsoever, all of us Gen Z people, we see them in our brains. But real talk though, oh my god, I feel so bad for companies who release things with the words Among Us in the title. Like, bro, do yourself a favor, it's fucking hilarious. Go onto the internet and search up the reviews of things with the words Among Us in their name. Oh no, all of these movies have got the words oh no. The casualties of Among Us's success don't merely end with the words Among Us though. No. There's another word that's also been ruined by Among Us. Alright, I can't actually believe that I'm going to be talking about Among Us's gameplay loop in this video. This is something I never thought I would ever talk about on my channel, ever. I never thought I'd ever make a video involving how to play Among Us. But hey, here goes nothing, I guess. In Among Us, you can either play as a crewmate or an imposter, and both of these, I guess let's call them factions. Both factions have their own specific goals. The crewmates have to carry out tasks, and the imposters, they have to commit crime. As we all know though, if the crewmates spot the imposter doing something peculiar, they can jettison him off into space. The crewmates, they have to catch the imposter doing something suspicious. Now, real talk here, person watching this video, the word suspicious, it's a bit long, isn't it? You know, there are children playing Among Us, and how can you expect the stupid children to remember how to spell the word suspicious? Like a child writing up, guys, Red is acting suspicious in global chat? Nah, impossible. We have to shorten the word. Let's just cut off suspicious. Yeah, the word sus, seemingly overnight, it became a package deal word with the Among Us video game. You play Among Us, you will say the word sus at one point during your playthrough. It's the secret 11th commandment. And now, much like what happened to the words Among Us, whenever anybody says the word sus, all of us Gen Z people, we all just kind of, In 2023, the word sus is used to describe and react to a whole bunch of different stuff on the internet. Some of it being, you know, your haha funny memes, but then a lot of it, weirdly enough, being sexual. Which leads us into our next word that's been ruined by Gen Z. Ah, yes, that one word that can never be used anymore. Ever again. What used to be a cute term of endearment nickname from child to parent has now become one of the most over-sexualized words on the entire internet. Now I know, trust me, I really know. In this video I've been talking about how funny Gen Z's alterations and modifications to words are. But the word daddy, it definitely is the word that's been ruined the most by Gen Z. Like, bro, here's an unwritten rule of how to use the internet and social media. Like, genuinely, take out a notepad or something. This is really fucking important. Never, ever search up the word daddy on any social media websites on the internet. Sure, at first you may see one or two memes, but scroll a little bit further. Yeah, I can't show this stuff in this video. Now, there is one primary person that I blame for the devolution of the word daddy on the internet, though. That person being fellow South African, Belle Delphine. As we all know, Belle Delphine, ridiculously popular. She makes millions and millions of shekels a month. But more importantly, the rise of Belle Delphine, it popularized something I like to call the Belle Delphine effect. Have you noticed how many of those cringe, boo-woo, I am so small, come here daddy crop top wearing e-girls there are on social media nowadays? It's all thanks to Belle Delphine. And the word daddy, it's one of the most frequently used words in these circles. It's completely destroyed that word. But daddy, it isn't the only parent-child term ruined by Gen Z. Nah, the other one is... Much like daddy, the word mommy has also been over-sexualized by the internet. Though, from what I've been able to determine after my thesis-level research project consisting of existing on the internet, the over-sexualization of the word mommy, it's a more recent thing, you know? Like, daddy, it's been around for a while, but mommy, it's that new shit. What I've still never been able to work out, though, is why so many people want to be stepped on. Like, get it? Like, trust me, I know people are really horny on the internet. All you have to do is look up Vaporeon on Google and click on Images to prove that point. But real talk, getting stepped on, like Like, why? Not to king shame or anything, but what the fuck? When it comes to the whole mommy thing, though, I don't know why, but I always think of those, like, weird VTuber Valorant players who force their voices to sound more deep and sexy than they actually are.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ara.
Alright, bet. But wait, does that kill count?
Ara.
Okay.
Like, I just don't get it. Why would you sit there and script this and record this and edit this and still post it on the internet? However, one of the main things you'll notice when you go into the comment section of one of those mommy or daddy posts on the internet is a bunch of people all typing the same thing. Another Gen Z term that me personally, I think is a really decent term used to describe things. That word being... Now here's some of the big lore for you person watching this video. Me, I really love wrestling. I've watched wrestling for years. I played all of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2K wrestling games when I was younger. This guy was my biggest villain in 2009. What can I say? I'm a simple man. I enjoy watching oily, sweaty men grabbing each other. And in the world of wrestling, at the minute, one of the most popular wrestlers in the game is this guy. A guy called MJF. And it's all thanks to this man that the word mid is used on the internet.
For Cincinnati Reds, who haven't won a World Series since 1990. Mid.
The word mid, it's just such a good word, isn't it? Like, it's so simple, but it's so powerful. Want to call something mediocre? It's mid. Want to call something, yeah, it's mid. It's a word that you can use in almost every single situation in life. And millions of people on the internet all must think the same thing as me, because the word mid, it's used on all corners of the internet. It's everywhere. And this wrestling promo, it's pound for pound, probably the most impactful wrestling promo of all time. More than the pipe bomb, more than Hard Times, more than Austin 316. Honestly, it's actually crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. Okay, with all of that being said, it's time for me to finally put a jump scare warning in this video. The words I'm going to be talking about next, the only people who take them seriously and use them unironically are edgy 13-year-olds and Redditors. Welcome to the Reddit section of this video. God has truly left us. Wojaks are, in my opinion, some of the funniest shit on the internet at the minute. I get it, trust me, I do. All they are is an evolution on those rage comics you would see in old Black Ops 2 trolling videos. But hey, time is a flat circle after all, and all of this, it's just really funny. Like bro, like what even is this Chud Boy soy pants? Thing is though, yeah, if you've been on the internet at all in the past couple of years, I'm pretty sure you've seen this Wojak, the Chad Wojak. When this meme format first got popular in, I think it was 2019, 2020, it exploded. It was everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Google Giggles, and from the popularity of this drawing of a bloke with a 10 million mile jawline, the larger, let's call it Chad meme format universe was born. One of the most popular meme formats to this day. However, what if I was to tell you that the origin of the word Chad on the internet, it didn't suddenly emerge thanks to the popularity of this Wojak drawing. Nah, the term Chad, it wasn't something new. God no. It had actually already been a well-established word on one of the worst cesspools on the entire internet, Reddit. Now Reddit, I can confirm that it definitely is a website on the internet that's primarily used by some of the strangest creatures on this planet we call home. Back on track though, on Reddit there are a ton of different words and phrases used to describe a whole bunch of different things. Like honestly, you could probably write an entire dictionary about this stuff. Like bro, go on TikTok and listen to one of those Am I the Arsehole story videos with Subway Surfers gameplay in the background. Some of the terms used in these stories, like bro, I've just got no idea what's going on. But more importantly, one of the more frequent words used on Reddit is the word Chad. Thing is though, back in the day, the word Chad, it wasn't used to praise somebody or admire them on Reddit. Nah, it was used to demean and insult somebody because Bube/Rainbow-263 decided to post an essay on r/unpopular opinions all about how Chad stole the girl he said hello to once. What? the woman doesn't want to do the sex with me because I was nice to her. No, this is impossible. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. She owes me oompy boompy. So depending on how you look at it, the word Chad in 2023, if you're a normal functioning member of society, it's a term used to praise somebody. But if you're a cheddar cheese smelling Redditor, it's a term used to insult somebody. I don't want you to get it twisted here though, person watching this video. Like don't get the wrong idea. Just because I've spoken about one Reddit word, it doesn't mean that the Reddit section of this video is somehow over. Now, God, no, there's one more word that I want to talk about. A word that all of us know and absolutely hate. That word being... Oh no, what is this? Certified Sigma Male Playlist 2? Fuck. Oh no.
It is an honor to attend this meeting.
Apologies for the late attendance, fellow brothers. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of this organization.
I can feel the Sigma coming inside of me.
What was once a Greek symbol used in the field of mathematics and statistics has now become one of the, no joke, cringiest words on the internet. Now what I will say is that the ironic Sigma memes, you know, stuff like this is funny. But then you get the unironic Sigma stuff. It was some of the worst content I think I've ever seen in my 21 years of being alive. Genuinely, I've got no idea why so many people on the internet, especially Redditors, I've got no idea why so many of them unironically say that they are a Sigma male, or that, oh, I am becoming a Sigma male. All of this alpha, Sigma, beta, omega male shit is basically horoscopes for men. This is bullshit. Real talk here for a second though, person watching this video. What I really find shitty about this whole Sigma male stuff on the internet is the amount of grifters who prey on people who unironically buy into this shit. Like, I'm willing to bet that lots of the people who unironically believe this whole Sigma male horseshit and take notes when watching how to become Sigma male videos, they're unfortunately pretty insecure with themselves, which, I mean, that really sucks. But then they go online and get preyed on by quote-unquote Bateman Tate-pilled alpha males who seemingly offer the big solution, you know, how to fight back against the Matrix, all of that type of stuff. But in actuality, these alpha males, they just want to grift and scam people through I will make you a millionaire, billionaire in a week online business courses and pyramid schemes. Trust me here, bro, you're not going to make $1 billion buying a podcaster's business courses. Like I get it, the business information in these courses, it is pretty groundbreaking. Like some of it is like, if I make a product for $5 and sell it for $5, I'm not going to make any money. But if I make a product for $5 and sell it for $15, I'm gonna make money. But bro, really think about it here for a second. You want to talk business and facts? Let's talk business and facts. A millionaire, a billionaire, they don't want there to be more millionaires and billionaires. And if a millionaire or a billionaire tells you that, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to make millions and millions and billions of dollars, they're talking shit. They don't want there to be more of them. The only people that make money when you unironically buy these business courses and like buy into fucking Hustlers University, it's not you, it's them. And with that, we've thankfully reached the end of the Reddit section of this video. Now it's time to enter something even scarier, the woman section.
Oh no, bro.
Now, this may be one hell of a game theory here, person watching this video, but as you can see, I'm not a woman. But this doesn't mean that I've never seen or heard these next 3 words during my 21 years of roaming this earth. Thing is though, since I'm not a woman, I've never used these next 3 words before, so I'm gonna group them all together. Slay, period, and tea. Slay, period, and tea. Words that I'm 100% sure you've seen being used by women on the internet at some point. And I'm not even saying that as some like weird lol woman bad joke. Now genuinely, I never think I've ever seen any guy use those 3 words on the internet before. Like never ever. This strange and bizarre mean of communication has become extremely prevalent over the past couple of years. And 9 times out of 10, you'll see these emojis next to either of these words. I've got no idea what these emojis are meant to signify, but yeah, there you go, they exist. Now, from what I've been able to gather, mainly by looking at my girlfriend's Instagram feed, the word slay is used in comment sections when girls want to hype up their girlies. Period is used to, I guess, try to smartphone people on the internet. And tea is the word used to describe stuff like this.
Just when I
I thought we were starting to move on from the whole Jacqueline lipstick situation, Jacqueline once again decided to bring that period of time up, and people are dragging her over it.
Thing is though, right, these words, slay, period, and tea, I wouldn't blame you if whenever you hear them, your brain starts to melt a little bit. Mainly because much like lots of the other Gen Z words in this video, slay, period, and tea, they're often found in some of the most annoying social media posts I've ever seen. No joke, the other day I saw somebody unironically use the phrase, and that's the tea period, in 2023. Like, what? Why? Like, what does this even mean? And I don't think I'm the only person who thinks that these words should be banished to the shadow realm. A few days ago, I posted this community poll on my channel's community post section thing. And out of all of the different words I put in this community poll, slay, it successfully won the worst Gen Z word award. And with that, we've reached the end of this pretty damn long video. Like, if you're still here, thanks for watching, mate. Now, sure, there are quite a few Gen Z words that I haven't spoken about in this video, because if I did, this video would be a million hours long. But maybe in future, I'll make a sequel to this video. But for now, be sure to tell me about some of the words I've missed in the comment section. And while you're still here listening to all of these wonderful words coming out of my mouth, why don't you go and watch all of my other videos in full? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.